What's going on, YouTube? Happy Friday. Got an interesting deal today. I'm going to answer one of the subscribers' questions. So with that said, and that's something that I never really have done, if you have any questions for me and you just want to get my take on it and what I would do in that situation, feel free to send me that question and I'll answer it right here. So let's get started. And by the way, somebody recommended to me, Abdul, you keep changing hands with your camera. Once you get a tripod, and you know what? I'm going to get one. You know, you don't have to get everything at once. You know, step by step by step. Nothing has to be totally perfect. But I'm in the process of getting one. So that'll be handled here pretty soon. So here we go. Here's the scenario of the guy. So I'm just writing down points here. And also, too, if you are asking a question, don't write a novel. Just get to the point and let me know what you want. Right? Bullet points. So the guy moved from Florida, where he worked at Disney. Had a job loss at Disney. Then he moved to Virginia. And then once he moved to Virginia, he lost his job and his girlfriend of 5 years. Now the guy is currently unemployed. He's looking to start a graphic design company. Now, in Virginia, where he lives now, he doesn't have many friends. He feels lonely at times, feels anxious about 24/7 of the time. Thoughts just keep coming and coming and coming. He's living with a longtime roommate and longtime friend who's had a rough time in life, doesn't have any personal hygiene, no motivation, blah, blah, blah. So that's the story. Okay? I'm sorry, my camera just kind of went a little crazy right there. So he's asking me, hey, what should I do? Here we go. And here's the things that I want to jot down and just say real quick. First of all, I would like to welcome this guy to the game of life. Because that's life. There are some things you can control, some things you can't. But in this situation, he can control this. Now let me give you my advice on this. The first thing this guy needs to do is this. And hear my words. Get the hell out of the house. Not yesterday, not day before yesterday. No. Out now. Why? Your environment is key. You wake up, first of all, if you're not that strong yourself and you've just been beat down by life, right? And you get up in the morning time and you look at a guy that's scratching his balls and sitting there and talking about how life sucks and life is bad and he's giving you all this advice, you may take it. Not only will you may take it, you may start to believe what that guy is saying is true. Because look at his life. It sounds like you were from Florida. Whatever you got to do, get back to Florida. And here's another thing, too. And this is a mistake I think a lot of people make. He said, I don't have any friends. Great. You have no distractions. You don't need friends right now. What you need is motivation. Motivation to get a job. See, in this situation, I would recommend a job. You know why? Because you probably don't have much money in your pocket to even start a business. And you don't want to start a business in stress. You see, some people who start a business like, oh, I need to make money. I need to make money. I need to make money. And they come to a customer and they see a customer say, hey, man, please, 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 please buy my product. What? You don't come off as straight. A customer buys your product because he wants to buy it or she wants to buy it. I remember one time I had a person to come to me and I was at the hot dog stand and she was like, hey, come get a hot dog. Hey, come get the hot dog. You come get your hot dogs. Hot dogs are here. I said, stop. She said, what do you mean? I said, first of all, I don't beg people to come get a hot dog. She said, what do you mean? They're here. No. If a person wants a hot dog, I'm in a local business now, they'll get one. If they don't want a hot dog, you're not going to get one. I'm not going to force someone to buy something of mine. Why? Because I'm in a position of business where I don't have to beg people. Right? I'm going to make money, but I'm not in a desperate situation. I'm not in debt. I don't have a debt in business. I don't have these problems. My equipment's paid for. I don't have lights and all this other kind of stuff. I don't need to stress over business. I offer the service. People buy if they want. If they don't, they may purchase it next time. And plus, people don't like being pushed. If you think I'm lying, how do you feel as soon as you walk into a store, you haven't had time to look at anything, and all of a sudden that pushy salesman comes to you and say, hey, how can I help you today? Nice day today, huh? Oh, everything's great. Oh, now this is nice. Now, this is nice. You're like, dude, I haven't even had time to look at what I think is nice yet. Don't try to sell me something I don't want. I don't want to be pressured into buying. Those are desperate people. Those are desperate companies. People don't like that. So, I said that. So, when I say look for a job, here's what it looks like. I want you to become something you haven't been in years. Even though you're not successful, I want you to walk in there with slacks on, if you have to borrow, whatever, a nice shirt. I want you to go in the interview. I don't want you to beg. I want you to go in and say, I'm the right person for this job. And if you're able to get a job, I want you, when the guy says be there at 8 o'clock, I want you there at 6:30. No, excuse me, not 6:30. I'm sorry. Don't be there that early. No, be there at 7:15. Getting your head right. Understanding what you need to do to move up. And then when you get that job, if you don't get paid enough money there, get another job when you get done. I want you to be so tired when you go to bed, all you have time to do is to crack open that self-help book and fall asleep reading it every night. I don't want you to have friends. I don't want you to go out. I want you to live with a family member until you can get on your feet and find you an apartment. I don't want you looking for another female right now. You're not straight yourself right now. Another thing I want you to get checked out too, because you said you're having anxiety, go to a therapist. Go to someone who can probably diagnose you or get you checked for ADD or something like that. You know, because that right there, if you don't have control over it, it can actually cause damage to your life. You know, to be disorganized and constantly in fear. And things. It could be something deeper than, you know, that is causing that, you know. So I want you to do these things. I want you to become powerful. Hear what I'm saying? Powerful. The way you've been thinking is the reason why you probably got those layoffs, and you probably left your job and probably were fired from your jobs. If you were fired, it's because you don't have the right mindset. You have to be that person when someone walks in the room and sees you, they're like, wow, who is that? Even though you're not successful. Believe it. Stop feeling down about yourself. Get it done. That's what it's going to take to go to the next level. If you walk around with your you know, not straight, your postures is slightly bent, and you look defeated, no one's going to hire a person like that. Get it together. Today. That's my advice to you. That's my advice to anybody else who's in this situation. So, I don't want to stretch this video out too long, but I think you guys know where I'm coming from on this. So, thank you guys for watching this channel. Please subscribe. And until next time, guys, signing off.